How about Canelo? You said Canelo this week.
Canelo needs me, so I'm not even gonna try and call him out. But he knows he wants the payday, so he knows where the money man's at.
This fucking YouTuber. I just fight real fighters.
And you call me a YouTuber, but you've never had a boxing match as big as mine. I promise you one thing, Canelo. Any fight that you do this year, mine will be bigger.
The boxing world is buzzing with news that could simply confirm its darkest fears. When the announcement dropped, Jake Paul, the YouTube sensation turned boxer, set to face Gervonta "Tank" Davis, one of boxing's most electrifying champions, in an exhibition. Many held their breath. But it was the swift, brutal dismissal from none other than the pound-for-pound king, Canelo Alvarez, that truly sent shockwaves. When Canelo Alvarez speaks, the entire boxing world stops to listen.
Hey guys, don't pay attention in anything. In this fucking YouTuber. I just fight real fighters. Don't fucking around with Canelo. Come on, let's go.
And when asked about the circus of speculation surrounding a Jake Paul versus Gervonta Davis fight, the undisputed king didn't mince words. He cut through all the noise, the hype, and the social media back and forth to deliver a final verdict. This wasn't a technical analysis, it was a demolition with a single, brutal word. What could prompt such a sharp reaction from boxing's biggest star? Canelo didn't mince words, he called it business. Not boxing, just business.
Were we close to getting a Paul fight? Can you take us through what happened there? How realistic was a Jake Paul fight for you, Canelo? Because it was mixed feelings. In some ways, people thought, no, it's beneath Canelo. And then I think there are other people who thought, I'd like to see Canelo kick Jake Paul's ass. How close were we to something happening?
Yeah, I think everybody wants to see me beat Jake Paul. But, you know, I think I thought about it for a minute. And we agreed to the promoters go and see what the numbers there for that fight in May. But you know, in a moment I say, you know, I think that event, because I don't call like a fight, I call like an event. That event can need to wait. It's not the moment to do that kind of events in this moment of my career. But as a fighter, it's very difficult to say. That's why if you call me like a fight with Jake Paul, for me it's difficult to say a fight. For me, it's like more an event, like a fight.
For Alvarez, a man who has dedicated his life to the sweet science, this distinction isn't just semantics, it's a chasm. He sees a clear line between legitimate, hard-fought competition where legacies are forged and spectacles designed purely for profit. This isn't about skill, strategy, or championship glory. It's about pay-per-view numbers and celebrity matchups, a stark deviation from the sport he reveres. But that wasn't the whole story. Jake Paul's journey into the squared circle has been nothing short of a phenomenon, sparking endless debates and controversies. From knocking out fellow YouTubers to challenging former MMA stars, he's undeniably carved out a niche. He brings eyes, he brings money, and he brings a youthful audience that traditional boxing often struggles to capture. Yet, for many purists, Paul remains an outsider, an entertainer whose presence, while financially lucrative, dilutes the authenticity of the sport. His fights are often dismissed as sideshows, lacking the technical depth and competitive spirit of true boxing, and what happened next would shock everyone.
We have Jake Paul, influencer turned boxer. How do you feel about a guy like that and what he's doing for the game, if he's doing anything?
I think it's good for boxing. He bring more people to the sport of boxing, so it's good. And it's good. He trains serious.
Yes.
So I think it's good.
Then there's Gervonta "Tank" Davis, a multiple division world champion known for his explosive power and highlight reel knockouts. We're not just talking about power, we're talking about fight ending, surgical precision, leading to a staggering 93% knockout to win ratio, a figure almost unheard of at the championship level. Canelo himself has publicly praised Tank, calling him one of his favorite fighters to watch, commending his strength, intelligence, and confidence.
Favorite fighter to watch today, not from the Canelo stable?
I think Tank is one of my favorites.
What is it about him that you like so much? Because I think you guys fight similar, have a similar style.
No, he's strong, he's smart, and he's very confident. A lot of things he have a lot of talent.
Davis is a legitimate threat, a bona fide star within the boxing landscape. So, why would a fighter of his caliber step into the ring for an exhibition against someone like Jake Paul? The move has raised eyebrows, with whispers about legacy, financial incentives that could potentially triple his biggest championship payday, and the potential impact on his championship status. It's a gamble, one that could either elevate his mainstream appeal or tarnish his reputation among hardcore fans. One of the most glaring issues, especially for a purist like Canelo, is the staggering weight disparity. Jake Paul typically fights around 200 pounds as a cruiserweight, while Gervonta Davis, a lightweight champion, usually weighs in at 135 pounds. An exhibition that reportedly sees Davis moving up significantly in weight to face a much larger Paul defies the very essence of fair competition that boxing champions uphold.
Canelo in the ring. Gervonta Davis just posted that he would beat the brakes off of you if you guys fight.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be down. Let's run it. Like, I'll be super, super down. I don't know if
Gervonta needs Jake Paul. Let's be clear, right?
Is there a height limit in boxing?
We were yelling so much about him fight somebody your size. His next opponent is, by far, the most credentialed guy he's ever fought. There's one problem. He fights at 135 pounds.
Forget a catch weight. This is a catch canyon. There are weight classes for a reason, to ensure a level playing field, and more importantly, fighter safety. This radical shift immediately signals that the contest isn't about athletic parity, but something else entirely. Something far less about sport and far more about spectacle. Canelo Alvarez has consistently championed the integrity of boxing, a stance that has become a cornerstone of his legendary career. This is the man who methodically dismantled champion after champion across 4 weight divisions, chasing history, not just headlines. He has faced his own share of controversy, including past accusations regarding performance-enhancing substances, yet his dedication to the craft and his pursuit of undisputed championships remain undeniable. He embodies the traditional values of boxing, where skill, discipline, and competitive spirit reign supreme. His strong reaction to the Paul versus Davis bout underscores his role as a guardian of the sport's perceived purity, a stark contrast to the emerging trend of crossover events driven by viral appeal and social media metrics. It's fascinating to recall Canelo's earlier comments about Gervonta Davis. He once stated that while he liked Tank a lot, Davis needed to do more things to be the face of boxing, implying that he needed to unify belts and face the absolute best in his own division. This exhibition, regardless of its outcome, directly challenges that sentiment. Even more intriguingly, Mike Tyson even declared Davis as the face of boxing at one point, highlighting his drawing power and skill. But does an exhibition bout with Jake Paul, a fighter from a different realm entirely, align with the path of becoming the undisputed face of a sport steeped in tradition? It's a question that now hangs heavy over Davis's career trajectory, especially when one considers that even a non-official loss, a knockdown, a poor showing against a bigger, less skilled opponent could irreparably damage the aura of invincibility he spent his entire career building. Ultimately, the clash between Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis, as dismissed by Canelo Alvarez, exposes the escalating tension in modern combat sports, the eternal battle between financial opportunity and sporting integrity.
They say fight a real boxer, and then I'm like, all right, give me Canelo, and then they're like, you're crazy, shut the up. So it's kind of like, what do I do?
Is boxing evolving, or is it sacrificing its soul for a quick buck? It forces us to ask what a legacy is truly worth in an era where a single night spectacle can earn more than a lifetime of championship fights. Can these business ventures coexist with the pursuit of greatness, or do they inevitably dilute the essence of what makes boxing truly great? The answer, like a perfectly timed punch, might just be delivered by the fans themselves, who will vote with their wallets and their attention, potentially reshaping the future of the sport forever. So that's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section. Stay tuned, and we will catch you in the next video.